I understand exactly what you're saying, Josh.
Yeah.
But the way things are at the moment, I prefer just to let it be. You sell furniture and you make TV. Together that combines to make your age.
So I can't be trying to push furniture at the same time as produce the show. Wasn't aware I'd be involved in so much Manchester sales.
Not just the Manchester sales, it's the futons, it's the Aztecs, it's the calamaris, it's all the different furniture you're up for. I mean, you realise that if someone like Daryl sells a divan or a futon or something, you'll get some of that commission as well.
You need 6 of them?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to cut you a deal. I'll sell you 1 for the price of 6 and I'll give you 5 free.
I'm going to chuck a name at you, okay? Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
Do you think he just made movies when he was young, or do you think he sold furniture as well?
He just made movies. He developed a name for himself and got financial backing from producers in the studio.
Okay, in his case, he probably did, all right?
Yeah.
But there would have been plenty of other people like him that would have had to do other jobs, that sell furniture, to make the movies, to make the TV shows they want to make. Now, look, I'm happy to look at your structure personally, Josh, a little bit down the track. At the moment, there's simply no money in the budget.
Okay.
Get it, mate,
Hey,
right?
yeah, good man. Have you got the company credit card?
There you go, what do you need it for?
No, I'm going to go with that jet ski.
Oh, jet ski, you're renting it?
No, I'm buying it. So,
Okay, sweet.
Well, it's cheaper in the long run. Is that pin or?
Just sign.
Is that for the show?
Okay, well, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
But Mr.
Trust me,
Management-
Josh. Trust me on. You just got to trust me on this, okay?
It's the
Just trust me on
budget.
this, Josh.
It's the budget. He's got.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your hosts, Jason Hoyte and Leigh Hart.
Get on down. It's going on tonight.
Well, g'day New Zealand and welcome to the late night big breakfast. So very nice to have your company. So very nice to be back in Leigh Hart. Good to see you again, my
g'day,
friend.
mate. You well?
Yeah, very well, thank you. And how good is it, Leigh, to be back on air and speaking to the Kiwis out there
Yeah,
again?
that's right, mate. Hey, coming up on the show, mate, we've got some pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Liam Dan, finance. We're talking real estate and some last-minute cancellations as well. Sam Neill, he won't be coming on.
Right,
He's
okay.
cancelled. As have Richie and Dan, I understand. They won't be coming on either. Or recording sensation Shaka Khan. It's not coming on the show either.
Hey, look, we'll stay at it, and I'm pretty sure Sam Neill will eventually be on the show. He's a big fan of the late night
can only
big
cancel so
breakfast.
many times.
You can only cancel so many times before you look a bit of a prick, really, don't you?
You
But,
do, you do.
No, well, we're getting Sam
He
Neill
makes
on
us
the-
look stupid.
Well, he
I mean,
does.
He looks stupid eventually.
Yeah.
We look stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, after the break, how do you know if your cat's a racist? You'd be surprised. The research says most of them probably are.
Hardcore prison sex. We often don't ask for it, but it can creep up on you at any time, and often in the shower. Athlete's foot or tinea is much the same. It's highly contagious and thrives in moist environments like showers and locker rooms. So if you don't want any nasty surprises in your shower, use Futsal Cream, clinically proven to attack athlete's foot before it attacks you. So, get your life and your freedom back with Futsal.
Andy, lose the attitude, mate. Welcome back to the late night big breakfast. Great to have your company. Now, there's a lot going on in the financial world at the moment. With that in mind, we've got Liam Dan, editor-at-large with the New Zealand Herald, and if I could be so bold as to say, our own personal financial advisor for the late night big breakfast. Liam, welcome to the show.
Yes.
Hi guys.
Let's talk finance. Liam, you'll see a graphic up there at the moment of a lot of financial activity here nationally and also internationally, of course, there. The NZX40, for example, okay, run an MMP run government, I suppose.
You're not thinking MNP.
No, I'm thinking MMP.
MMP.
Yeah.
It's not MNNP.
It's not MNP, it's
No,
MMP.
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 MNP.
Isn't it, Liam?
MMP.
It's not
Mixed
MNP.
model.
MP.
Yeah,
Okay, like
MMP.
double MP.
Double MP, yeah.
Yeah.
But we hear these stories on CNN, BBC, TVNZ, NZME even, about finance, the QDT, for example, or the quarter to date. If you're looking at sort of ROA or return on investment or return on assets, where would we be tracking at the moment if I was your standard CEO, maybe say for a company like KFC?
Yeah, look, not boom times right now,
No.
but not terrible either. So you know
Yes.
we've got this low inflation environment, and
Yes.
we've got this environment where interest rates are very low. It's
Yes.
a slow growth environment. You know we've just seen
Slow
that
growth, but a lot of activity going on.
Well,
at
since
same
the
time.
GFC.
Yeah, since the GFC.
So that's
GFC being the
global financial
Global
crisis.
financial
global
crisis.
crisis. Oh, of course, with
Yeah.
China and the trade deficit and the trade war
Well, that was
between.
it was the big GF. It was the big
one.
But that's not really going to affect things like the IMF or
IMF being the
the International Money Fund.
Monetary Fund, right? Yeah.
You know, your banks like ASB, your ANZs, your BNZs.
Your TSBs.
Your TSBs,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
Jace. For example, if you're looking at New Zealand's GDP,
GDP being, of course,
gross domestic product.
Yeah.
Like your standard CFO or your CEO, CFO being, of course, your chief financial officer, or
Yeah,
your
yeah.
CEO, your
Chief Executive Officer.
Chief
your
Executive
chief
Officer.
executive officer.
Yeah,
That's more
CFO.
your financial
boss.
side.
That's the boss.
Yeah.
That's where Liam's coming from. But with all this in mind, from a CFO's perspective, you're looking at the CEO, the GDP, the QDT, coming in off the NZX40 there. I mean, I don't care if you're with BNZ, ANZ, ASB, your ROA or your ROI, return on investment, of course, is going to change as you go there. So you'd have to be pretty wary of getting an STD at this point.
Oh, right, the standard trade deficit.
No, I was thinking more like syphilis, something like that. Or a standard trade deficit, for sure. Double whammy.
Well, thanks very much, Liam, for coming in again, and we'll get you back on the show. And keep those questions coming in, by the way, and we'll do our best to endeavour that Liam answers them for you. Thanks.
After the break, would you rather your cleaner come in and catch you masturbating, or you come home and catch your cleaner masturbating in your house? It's time for the break. Yeah, I'll take it.
Is there anything else you need with that?
Just a cold whacker changy, thanks.
We're not a bottle store, we're a music store.
I see. You don't know where I might find that, though?
Maybe a bottle store across the road?
Thanks, mate.
Wakachangi is available everywhere, and it's quite nice beer.
Right here, right now.
Welcome back to the Late Night Big Breakfast. Later on, of course, don't forget, we'll be talking about when's the right time to get rid of that old Christmas tree. But in the meantime, we've got Jack Tame in the studio with us, our new host of that fantastic show, Hard Chat.
Well,
And,
I like to say hard chat.
yeah, Hard Chat with Jack
Chat.
Tame, and there's something very much to look
Hard
forward
chat.
to.
Jack Tame. Hard chat.
Jack Tame.
Hard
on-
chat. No.
Jack Tame on
Hard chat.
Hard Chat.
Jack, could we just maybe go through an interview, perhaps? I'll pretend I'm you, and you're perhaps someone I'm interviewing.
Yeah. Good,
Okay.
Nice.
You're me.
You make a good point there, but is there enough money in the budget?
Well, it's really a question of the fiscal positioning over the next 7 or 8 years. As
You see what I'm
headwaters
doing there with
continue
the
to-
noddies there?
So
I'll
you-
let you know I'm still here. Try it again the other way around, okay?
So, is there enough money in the budget?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it sits the one, half a dozen the other, really. And see, we need
You've
to
got
there you
to
go. Yeah, you got
acknowledge
it.
what's
Okay.
going on, Jack.
How- okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Try
Right.
to whack some sound on there.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
look, I'll
need-
show you. I'll do one with.
I
Who's
just
that?
wonder if
Who
we
am
should-
I?
No, I'm asking him a
So
question.
You're me.
Yes,
You're
I'm
him.
Jack
Who-
Tame.
asking
I'm going
me.
to be Jack
Okay.
Tame. But isn't this another example of bureaucracy gone rampant?
Yeah, look, you can say that, but who knows? End of the day, we need to. There you go, Jace. Pop some sound in there.
Yeah.
Fire another question at me, as yourself,
Why did you accept money from that faceless organisation?
Jack. The question's too long. You don't have to put that much into it. So
shouldn't
I'll
ask
be you.
question.
And here we go with Jace.
So, okay, you're.
Money.
Well, look, I've said many times that the money was not my area. It wasn't my
There you
department.
go.
It wasn't for
See,
me to
I
decide.
didn't have to say much.
Yeah.
Yet I got the whole answer.
Yeah.
Do you
The
think-
way I asked it.
Yeah.
Because you could do, say, immigration, discuss.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
bang.
There you
Okay,
go.
okay.
But we like to go like this. Immigration. Speak.
Yeah.
There you go. It's hard chat. Hey, look, Jack, that's about all we've got time for on this segment. Well, it's not really hard chat. This is more of a segment about hard chat. After the break, how do you know if your cat's a lesbian? And does it really matter this day and age? I don't think it does.
No,
Jack,
like I
you-
say,
any-
2020, isn't it?
Yeah, well, my
Yeah,
cat's
so-
fluid. Like I say, I'm comfortable with that.
What's going on tonight? I'm telling you, Leigh, the kid's too green. You seen him out on that set, they're gonna rip him to pieces. They'll tear him apart.
Oh, damn it, Jace. Give the kid a break. Give him a chance.
He's too rookie, mate. He's only a young fella. I know he's had experience, but he's never worked in a furniture store before. This is too much for him.
You remember, right, Jace? I'm going to tell you a story. I knew a kid 20 years ago, a young kid. They said he was too young. You know that kid's name? Jason Hoyte. Look at him now.
It's different times, mate. Different times.
You might be right, Jace. Unclip his wings. Let him fly. Just let him fly.
Sorry, guys, am I in or out?
You're in. It's in 5 minutes.
Kia ora, New Zealand, welcome back. It's time for Hard Chat. Our guest today from the Auckland City Council, the Under-Secretary for Regional Development, Simon Pemberton. Tēnā koe, welcome to Hard Chat.
Hi, Jack.
Why do you oppose moving the Auckland port north?
Well, let me be clear, the Council is broadly in favour of a move up north or somewhere else. Our main concern is that the economic benefits of moving the port north have been overstated.
Let's talk about economic benefits. At the moment, your land is undervalued. You're returning a dividend of just $40 million. $52 million is the projected dividend next year. How can you justify that sort of low return when you're on such valuable land?
You've got to realise that the port is in place. It's an incumbent resource and asset. We don't want to give up a $100 million asset that quickly, that easily. There will be a minor environmental impact, but the way that we dredge these days is very considerate of the environment. We believe we can do something.
You can dredge whilst being considerate of the environment?
We can take account of the effects on the environment. We understand better the effects.
So you can take account of the effects, which essentially means you can say, yes, we are killing all the fish. Yes, we are destroying the land. Yes.
Well, there's no question there'll be some environmental impacts.
Yeah, just give us an answer though. Why don't you just give us an answer?
And the council, through their own selfishness, taken away their threepenny pieces just for their own coffers. It's actually fraud. It's fraudulent.
Yep.
I can assure you it's not fraudulent.
Right,
Honestly.
I get you. Yeah.
Well,
How about all the taxpayers down in Christchurch? Why should they be paying for this?
They won't be.
All right, okay. So what if they were though? What would you say then?
I'd say they need to talk to their own council because there would be some kind of rating issue.
What about the Firth of Thames option?
Okay.
Is that something you would be prepared to consider?
60 years ago, you could drive a train around Auckland, okay? You could have a half-acre section, a house, and you'd still have 40 guineas in your pocket to buy an ice cream on the way home. What do you say about that?
Well, I'm not sure what the exchange rate is with guineas, but I would...
It's a deep water.
Sorry,
I mean, if it's
Jack, I want to draw your attention to 1986. All this talk about trams in Auckland. Where are they?
But I can tell you the trams were taken off the roads a long time ago.
And you know that, do you?
But
that's a fact. That's a fact. Why would people down there want to pay for that?
Automation? This debate continues.
Why are you investing in automation when there is absolutely other things that you could be doing with council money?
Well, there's a lot of things that we are always doing with council money.
What though?
Well,
name one thing.
Building
other than that.
You know, there's ratepayers out there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're saying that Auckland Harbour is a yes.
So
when are you actually going to make up your mind? Where do the people who want to take their kids on a
where is the
holiday?
business
They
case
can't
for returning
because the council is right in their
$52
pockets.
million a year?
You're an idiot.
Where is the business case for returning
Absolute classic ducking for cover, no responsibility here. We'll do it our way. We don't hear the voice of the people. We'll do what we want.
Simon Pemberton from the Auckland City Council, tēnā koe. That's it for another episode of Hard Chat.
G'day, Kiwis. What's up, Jezzy?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got myself a Cornish Rex cat here. Look at this. This is Misty.
Beautiful.
She's 8, she's mature. She likes clambering around on your back.
She's like a little opossum, isn't she? Give us some facts on the Cornish Rex.
Oh, they're incredibly social cats. They just love people. They love strangers, which is unusual. And you can tell when they're happy because they get into this...
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And we can tell when they're happy because they get into this bat-like pose.
I can see that now, Jerry's doing that sort of staunch look.
Of course, they're hypoallergenic, great if you've got some kind of allergy towards normal cats because they don't have any fur. Instead, they've got this Marcel wave. As you can see, she's loving this. And yes, they do like to get into bat-like pose. And the other great thing about the Cornish Rex is it will mould into its surroundings, as you can see. This particular cat's going grey, just like me.
It's blended into your suit, hasn't
it? Like a chameleon in many ways.
Yes. So if you hold this up, eventually it will go spotty as well. It takes a couple of minutes, though, yeah. So it's going into the bat-like pose now, which means it's happy and comfortable.
Well, there you go. Jerry's incredible animals. Hey, Jerry, keep up the good work. We'll catch you later.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. Lovely. Bit of cracked pepper as well, maybe.
That's right, mate. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Real Estate Chit Chat. Joining us on the couch here is our special guest, Katisha Elliott from Barfoot and Thompson. Katisha, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Leigh. Nice to be here.
I want to talk about tips in selling a house now, of course. You've got your standard house, it's valued this or that, but you can add value, can't you, in the last few weeks before you sell a house. What are some tips there?
You can. You can, presentation's really important. First impressions really count, so a bit of landscaping or tidying up the gardens, that sort of thing. You might look at getting a house partially staged or getting somebody in to help you place furniture and that sort of thing. So,
would you go as far as, say, rotating your weatherboards? I think that's what I've done. I normally I'll rotate them so the weatherboards from the back of the house might go to the front, the part of the house that the buyer's going to see first up.
that's not something that I've come across before, Leigh, somebody rotating weatherboards.
So flipping your floorboards as well wouldn't be a thing you'd normally do?
No, no.
How about in a house? Okay, you got your open home now. People are coming in there. What small things can you do? Baking a loaf, perhaps, in the house, I heard can help.
Well, like smell of baking, that's very sort of like 1990s, I suppose. But making sure it's all presented nicely.
Well, you know, and in that regard, you certainly wouldn't want to pinch off a loaf, would you?
During an open home.
During an
No,
open
you
home,
probably
that would be
wouldn't.
the
No,
worst time.
No. How about when you buy a home? Okay, I know there's a bit of tradition. There's a bottle of champagne, bottle of wine. You get to enjoy that. Often the agent will give you a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Great touch. Chase, I know when you were younger, you used to make love in every room of of the new home.
Yeah. It was kind of like in the tradition, Katisha, you know, of carrying your wife over the threshold. A bit old-fashioned, I know, but we christened it, I guess you could say, by making love in every room in the house.
Wash house.
You know, the wash house, the laundry, certainly. Not in the shower, though. We never
Why
do
not?
that. Well, it's just slippery. It's kind
You
of
don't have footholds?
No.
Okay, that's interesting. I often make love in the shower.
Oh, okay.
So I have like these little footholds I can slip my feet in.
Oh, right. Like connected to the actual...
Yeah, actually onto the floor, but it wouldn't be as far as like a ski boot kind of sort of setup, but I can slip my feet in there, and obviously my partner as well.
Oh, so she's got footholds as well?
Yeah, so obviously that way I can make love in the shower quite safely. And
yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's slippery. You've got soap action going on.
I don't have the water running.
Oh, you don't have the water running?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not if I make love in the shower, no. You're right, that would be dangerous. Katisha, thanks for coming on. That's fantastic. I think we've covered a lot in a short time.
Something's smelling good. I think it must be time for Kimberly's kitchen. Oh, g'day, Kimberly. Something smells fantastic.
G'day, guys. And so, yeah, today I'm doing something a little bit different. Kiwis love a bit of an indoor-outdoor flow.
Certainly
so today I'm doing a bit of a different take on the original chicken skewer. So,
skewers.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. So
it's a very skinny skewer, if I may say so.
It is a very skinny skewer. So what I like to do, in order to get your 5+ a day, I'm kind of putting a combination of fruit, different vegetables. Now, you might be like, Kim, you know, cucumber, cheese, pepper, that's a really interesting combination, but it's great actually.
I love cheese, your soft cheeses, your blue cheeses. I always have really weird dreams with cheese, eh? And that can be fun. I mean, I had a really weird dream the other night. Remember Abba? Remember the girls? Frida and Agnetha? Yeah, I used to like the blonde one. And I had this bizarre dream the other night. I was having a threesome with Abba.
Oh, right. That would have been pretty exciting.
It would have been. It was actually with the guys, though. You know, the two guys from Abba?
Right.
Kind of weird. The girls didn't even show up in the dream at all. And they were old. That was the old guys. It wasn't like young Abba. It was the two old guys from Abba, me and them having a threesome.
Okay, great. Good chat, guys. So if you could head out and get that barbecue ready and bring it out
no worries.
to you.
Okay, great.
I'll tell you what, no one knows Barbie's better than me, so Jace, come out here, I'll give you a few tips. As you well know, a lot of Kiwis prefer cooking on your old charcoal instead of your gas. And you can't blame them. You get those smoky flavours, more natural. But for me, what makes a good charcoal barbecue? I'll tell you what, mate, you've got your temperature gauge, helps you know what you're doing at all times. You've got wheels. You can move it around from place to place. That's why I came up with this, the Recycleman 5000. Simple barbecue here, old recycle bin, a bit of foil.
It's an old council bin, is it?
It certainly is. You wouldn't know it though, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't know it.
Clever.
As I say, you've got your hood there, okay? You got your thing there for putting your utensils hanging on there. As a bonus though, as a recycle bin, Jace, you've had a couple of beers at the old Barbie. Simply pop them in there when you're finished. All done, nice and tidy.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
I can see that it's made of plastic, though. Is there any fear of it melting?
Not really, not with all this foil on there, Jace.
Foil,
you got to remember the space shuttle, mate, they bring that in about 3,000 degrees.
Yeah.
Bathroom tiles underneath, no big deal. So no problems there, mate. She's a good system. What you do, your primer, a bit of meths or, some sort of fuel, and your jumper leads, battery from a Mitsubishi Galant.
Oh, yeah,
Straight in
beautiful.
there, you're away.
What I might do is go back inside and see how Kimberly is getting on with those stews. Just make sure that she's soaking them in water before she puts the
Good
chicken
on you,
in.
mate. Send some out here.
Yeah, we'll do. Great stuff. Well, there you go. That was our Kiwi cuisine outdoor special. I tell you what, it's been absolutely fantastic, Kimberly.
Yeah, and it's definitely, as you were saying, I know you doubted me at the beginning, but after you've tried a couple, what do you think?
Well, I think it's absolutely sensational. I'd never have thought, actually, to put a bit of cheese on there as well, just to melt into all those veggies and stuff. Well, there you go. That's Kiwi cuisine for another week. We'll see you next time.
G'day, welcome to Bookshelves. Joe, of course, sitting behind a nice oak bookcase there. It's
I'm sitting in front of it, Lee.
You're sitting in front of it, Joe, you are, and I'm, of course, on a Sahara chair here. Beautiful furniture, Joe, but enough about that. We're here to talk about reading, writing, and stuff like that, Joe. What have you been reading? What have you been writing? More importantly, what can you read to us now?
You asked for a couple of poems, Lee. I can offer you 2 by Louis MacNeice.
Fantastic.
Would you like Sunlight on the Garden, or would you like Prayer Before Birth?
Tough call. What's the second one?
We'll go for that one, Prayer Before Birth. Are you ready? I'm not yet born. Oh, hear me. Let not the blood-sucking bat, or the rat, or the stoat, or the club-footed ghoul come near me. I'm not yet born. Console me. I fear that the human race may with tall walls wall me, with strong drugs dope me, with wise lies lure me, with black racks rack me, in blood baths roll me. I'm not yet born. Provide me with water to dandle me, grass to grow for me, trees to talk to me, sky to sing to me, birds and a white light in the back of my mind to guide me. I am not yet born. My words when they speak me, my thoughts when they think me, my treason engendered by traitors beyond me, my life when they murder by means of my hands, my death when they live me. I'm not yet born. Rehearse me in the parts I must play and the cues I must take when old men lecture me, bureaucrats hector me, mountains frown at me, lovers laugh at me, the white waves call me to folly, and the desert calls me to doom, and the beggar refuses my gift, and my children hate me. I'm not yet born.
You've been watching Bookshelves. Well, there you go. Another show in the can, as they say, Jace.
Yeah, it was a great one, mate. I really enjoyed that one.
Not bad at all. Plenty more next week, of course. But for now, that's it.
It's going on tonight.
Yeah, busy though, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know, getting ready there and...
Sure, mate. It's chaos.
Well, g'day, mate. You well?
Leigh and Jace are dressed by 3 wise men.
Sausage.
Check out their weekly deals. Max on on, it's hunger busting. And Whack-a-Changy, it's quite nice beer.